You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 77 degrees going up to a high of 84. And it's going to be beautiful. Like 84 is good. Like when it's like 94 and 99 and 100, like that's hot. Like I was talking to Georgette yesterday. I was like, man, I was so hot on Saturday. And I think I told you guys on Monday, I got bit by fire ants. I got something bit me on my chest. It went down my shirt. I thought I shook it out, but apparently I did not shake it out. And it went down my shirt, and I had like this big old red mark where something had bit me. So it was crazy, but I had a good time. Beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is Hump Day Wednesday, baby. You made it to the middle. You have made it to the middle, so it is your Hump Day. I know some of you are so happy that it's about to be over. I get it. I understand. I know it's Hump Day. It's also National Fudge Day. So if you like fudge, it's National Fudge Day. My Aunt Lori makes some really good fudge. Like she make fudge, like homemade fudge, really good. She also make like peanuts and chocolate that's really good. And so it's National Fudge Day. And I don't know about you guys, but I like chocolate. Now here's the crazy part. I don't like chocolate ice cream. Right? For some reason, I don't like chocolate ice cream. Like, I like chocolate on my ice cream, vanilla. I'm weird like that. Like, I don't even like strawberry ice cream. I don't like strawberry ice cream. I don't like, I like butter pecan. I don't like nothing but vanilla. Vanilla, butter pecan, and that's probably it. That's all I like. I'm weird like that. Now, I put walnuts and I put chocolate and whipped cream on my vanilla ice cream, but I don't really like strawberry ice cream, peach ice cream, butter pecan, that's about it. So those are the two, but it's National Fudge Day, so I don't know, you might want some chocolate ice cream today. All right, we're going to get on with our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. But today is June the 16th. Listen, we are already in the middle of this month. Already. Like, time is not wasting. I'm going to Miami in a couple of weeks on the 26th. As a matter of fact, in 10 days. 10 days from now, we'll be on a plane going to Miami for my daughter's birthday. Excited about that, so hope you guys are... I know, I got to figure out how I'm going to do that because I think I won't be back. I think I'll be back that Monday, but I think I'll be on the plane the Monday morning. So I may not do a show that Monday, but I'll let you know. All right, let's go ahead and get on with our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Look out for those wanting to push you into a disagreement. Don't hesitate to go ahead with any plans for entertainment. Your attitudes at work will open up new avenues for you. So that must mean you got a good attitude at work today. You're going to get some new offers. So that's a good thing. So just be open to it. Think about it, though. Think about it. When those offers come to you, Aries, think real hard about, where you are, where you want to go. Are they going to get you to where you want to go? Because some offers may not be good offers. It just may open you up to some offers. Doesn't mean it's a good offer. Taurus, you can make changes to your living quarters, but not everyone will be pleased with your efforts. Work on legitimate financial deals that may enable you to bring in some extra cash. Your devotion will be persuasive. Work on some extra, legitimate financial deals that's going to bring in some extra cash, but make sure it's not a get-rich-quick scheme because they don't work. Find some legitimate things. Let me tell you something. There are so many opportunities out there right now to help you make extra cash. Let me tell you this one. This is a really good one because this is one that I'm doing too. And I've done this before, so it's nothing new for me. But if you know how to teach a thing, you can sell a thing. Let me say that again. If you know how to teach a thing, you can sell a thing. I was on my morning mastermind meetup this morning, like I always am, 5 days a week at 8:00, and they were still going. I had to cut it off because I had to do the show. But one of the guys said on it, his name is Hode, he said, you are expert at your level, right? Which means that there are people who don't know what you know under you. So you may not feel that you're an expert because I'm not, like, let me just, prime example. I've been podcasting for a very long time, but I've never put on a conference, right? So I'm going to do a conference, and my conference is for those people who are just kicking off in podcasting. I've been podcasting since 2013. Never done a conference before. I don't expect my conference to have 1,000 people because I've never done it before. But I expect that there will be a few people, maybe 100, that come out because they have not learned how to do podcasting at the level in which I've learned how to do podcasting. Right? If that makes sense. So you're an expert where you are. And there's people that need your help. And I don't care if you're two steps ahead of where they are. They need your help. Create a course about that. I got the Podchicks University. I talked about it yesterday. For me, I know how to create channels. I know how to launch podcasts. All that's a part of Podchicks University. And so to me, that's going to help the people who say, you know what, well, I got a podcast, but I need to expand the brand. How do I do that? Past YouTube and Facebook. Well, you can get on TV. You know what I mean? I know how to do that because Good Morning Gwinnett is everywhere. I think Good Morning Gwinnett is pretty much everywhere. I just updated my YouTube channel because it was so funny. I didn't take YouTube super serious in the beginning, and just being around people who are just like, their minds is just going and it's like leverage this and leverage that. I was like, okay, I got to go back and up my game. So I just changed. I just updated my YouTube channel. It looks so much better. It's so crazy. I'm like, oh man, it was really ugly, because I didn't pay any attention because I spent more time on the website. But anyway, just know what you want to get. Know what you want out the deal. And I lost my train of thought on that. Let's keep it moving. I'm already on like Talk Business Tuesday, which was yesterday. Gemini, your partners are a little jumpy. Romance will be yours if you get out and do things in large groups. Those you work with may have little consideration for the underdog. Let me tell you something. You're looking for empathy today from the people that you work with, Gemini, you ain't going to get it because they don't have any empathy for the underdog. So if you even laying down planning to be the underdog, don't look for no empathy today. Your co-workers like, we don't care. That's sad but true. That's what the stars are telling you today. So listen, put on your big girl panties, your big boy underwear, keep it moving. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get empathy today. Cancer, think before you act. You can expect the fur to fly on the home front. Valuable information can be yours if you listen to those with experience. Listen, sometimes you just got to shut it up and listen. If they have more experience than you do, chances are they know a little bit more than you do. So just listen for a minute. There's some valuable information there, but you gotta listen. Leo, your best efforts will come through investments concerning your home. Problems with female members of your family may play on your emotions. Hassles with friends, close friends, or family will put a damper on your day and result in isolation and loneliness. Oh my God, you got a rough day going on, right? You got a rough day. You got problems with female members of your family. You got hassle with your close friends and family. It's just going to put a damper on your day. Here's the thing. Don't let those people put a damper on your day. If you feel like they're going to kill your energy, go somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. You go to another room in your house, go outside, get some fresh air. Leo, don't let them put a damper on your spirits. Not today. Virgo, use your creative flair. Yep, use your creative flair. You should be getting into self-improvement projects. Be aware of any deception on the part of those you deal with. Somebody is trying to deceive you, Virgo. Be aware. Keep your antennas up. Keep your ears open, eyes open. Be aware. Know your surroundings. Somebody is trying to deceive you today. So don't fall into the trap of being deceived. Keep your ears open. Keep them senses high, and you'll be able to sniff them out. Listen, if you make a conscious effort to be aware, you'll find them. They'll show up. You'll be like, oh, that's what the stars are trying to tell me. Oh, it'll show up. Oh, trust me. When people don't have your best interests at heart, if you are aware and your energy is high and you live in a conscious space, you will know. You will know. I know all the time. I used to didn't know. I used to be very naive. My mom used to tell me stuff and I'd be like, nah, that's not true. Right? Only for later on to find out it was very much so. It was true. It was true. And I used to be like, oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen, so stay tuned.
It's the rain. I can feel it in
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. And we're going to pick it up with Libra. Discuss your objectives with your partners or peers. Intellectual stimulation is what you're looking for. Make arrangements to meet friends at a local dance club. Okay, so you want some dancing and intellectual conversation. I get it. Make some arrangements. I haven't been to a dance club and I don't know when. Honestly, I haven't. I have no idea when the last time I went. Intellectual stimulation. My daughter and I were just talking about this yesterday because she was talking about dating. Like, I just listened to her. I'm so glad I don't really have to date right now because it seems like it's so hard. And she was telling me about, she's talking to people. She's like, oh my God, this is horrible. Like, I just want a good conversation, an intellectual conversation. And then when she finds a conversation, something else is wrong with the guy. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm just so happy I don't have to date right now. I never really liked dating. I remember dating somebody and he said he liked the dating phase. Like, he didn't like the relationship phase. He liked the dating phase. I'm like, really? I don't know. I didn't like the dating. I like the relationship phase. But anyway, Scorpio, Scorpio, Libra. I know intellectual stimulation. I get it. Scorpio, be professional and you will advance much more quickly. Financial gains can be made. Don't forget that your budget is limited right now. Listen, stay on budget. You got some financial gains. It's gonna be great, right? But you got to stay on budget and be professional, and you can advance quickly. Because what's gonna happen if you advance quickly? That's probably gonna mean more financial gains for you. So in the meantime, you stay on budget, Scorpio. Just stay there. Stay there. Be still and know. Just be still and know. Sagittarius, pleasure trips will be most enjoyable if you take them with that special person in your life. Risk will not be profitable. Emotional upset may prevail on domestic scene if you have neglected your duties or your mate. All right, so you're going to have some issues, some emotional upsets. They're going to prevail if you have been neglecting your duties. I don't know what they are. Or your mate. I don't know who he or she is. And risks are not profitable. Not today. Listen, risks are not profitable at all right now. We still in the Mercury retrograde. It's over on the 22nd. Can't not wait. I've been having technical problems like the whole month. Yep, crazy. I started out early. I was like, okay, I think the retrograde is already here. Capricorn, take care of any medical problems if they've been troubling you. Be prepared to lose friends or alienate loved ones due to your stubborn nature lately. You're in the mood to get out and visit friends. Yeah, but you're going to lose some friends because you have just been stubborn. Stop it. Stop it, Capricorn. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. It's wonderful to have good friends and good people in your life. Sometimes you may alienate people over the stupidest things, right? And you think about that, you go back and think about like that was dumb. It was so funny because, and this is hilarious. So my daughter's aunt, we know when she's mad because she just don't show up. She gets mad about the tiniest things. Like, it's tiny to everybody else. It's huge to her. And I get it. It's huge to her. And so she was talking to my uncle. And he said he was saying something to her. It was so funny. And so then he said to her, and don't get mad. And then she told the story to my daughter. And then so my daughter goes, yeah, because, we all know you get mad. All she can do is laugh because she gets mad about everything. Like, you can't say nothing hardly, and she gets mad about it. But we know that now, and we let her get mad, and she sits it out, and then she comes back. It's hilarious. But she knew it was so funny, so she had to laugh about it because he was like, and don't get mad. Because he was telling her something that he thought was for her good. People don't want to hear what you think. They don't care what you think about for their good. They really don't. Even when they come and ask you, they just want you to listen. And so he was telling her something he thought was for her good. Of course, we know she get mad about everything. And he was like, don't get mad. It was so funny. And she knew she'd get mad. So she's like, okay, I won't. All right, Aquarius. Sudden changes regarding colleagues may surprise you. Real estate investment could be prosperous. Take the time to do your job correctly, or you may find yourself looking for a new one. Hint. Let me tell you something. Right now, they're saying that they can't find enough workers for these jobs. I guarantee you by next month, when unemployment is completely gone, there will be no jobs. We're going to have a job shortage. And here's why. Because a lot of those businesses that were functioning before, they're closed. And there were some small business owners who had been running their business for years. But because of the pandemic, they had to close. So now they're probably going to be looking for a job. So right now, you better hold on to that job, Aquarius. Because chances are, after this month right here, and then we roll into July, jobs are going to be in limited supply. Right now, they got an oversupply. They don't have enough people to fill them. I guarantee you, when the stimulus all run out and people realize, okay, I don't have no money coming in, it's gonna be crazy. And I'm expecting just the opposite of what's happening right now. I'm expecting a whole lot of crashes. I'm not trying to be the doom and gloom, but I'm just telling you what I think is gonna happen. And I think that's because people got really happy, just hanging out. Like, first it was like, I don't want to be in the house. But then they started sending this money, like, I'm going to put my mask on and go out. And I ain't going back to work because I'm getting more money from unemployment than I'm getting from my job. So people had all these things going on. But here's what I think is going to happen. I think that in the next 2 months, we're going to see it totally flip. And we're going to see people can't get a job because there aren't any. Because now everybody has to go back to work. So I think that's going to be a little crazy. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, plan some family outings. Go with the flow and don't let the unsettled atmosphere get on your nerves. Okay, fish. You will easily charm members of the opposite sex. Throw on the charm, fish. Throw on the charm. You can do it today. I don't know who you're trying to charm and what you're trying to use the charm to get, but it's your day. It's your day, fish. All right, listen, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now, and also I got a great guest tomorrow, so make sure to tune in. Now let's get on to some news you can use. So they're saying that cases of a dangerous COVID-19 variant is rapidly increasing in the U.S. Yeah, listen, I don't know how dangerous it is, but let's check out the story. It says the United States lifts more coronavirus restrictions. Experts are worried people who aren't fully vaccinated can contribute to a further spread of the virus. Yeah, that's what they're saying. So the Delta, they call it the Delta. The Delta variant first reported in India. Now, I don't know if you guys are watching like the reports of India, but those people were just, it was sad to watch. Like it was, people were just, it was sad. They were just suffering. And it was sad. But anyway, the Delta variant was first reported in India. Currently accounts for 10% of the coronavirus cases in the United States, according to the CDC. With concerns it could become the dominant strain soon, medical experts are underscoring the importance of a full vaccination. Let me tell y'all something. I had the regular strain. It was rough. So when they talk about getting the boosters, guess who's going to be in line probably around September to get the booster? Because I think if we're on like a 8-month booster thing, I think it's like October, but your girl and her family will be in line in September to get the booster. So the CDC has determined that the Delta variant is a variant concern because the designation given to the strain of virus that scientists believe are more transmittable, right, can cause more severe disease. The Delta variant appears to be significantly more transmittable than the Alpha variant or the UK variant, which is now the dominant in the United States. So we have the Alpha variant, which is the dominant variant, but the Delta variant is catching up. So listen, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that there's a strain that's more deadly than what we have right now, and it's over here, and it's 10% of the cases right now, and I just want, I'm like everybody else. I just want the coronavirus to go away. I just really do. I just want it to go away. It's not going away though. As we can see, it's not. As much as we would like for it to go away, it's not going anywhere. It's still here. And I think it's crazy. Gwinnett commissioners got some news that they likely welcome on Tuesday. They may not need to dip into the county's reserves nearly as much as expected to balance out the 2021 budget. I know they're happy about that. Anytime you can save some money, I don't care who it is, government, business, home, whatever, it's always a good thing. The county's financial service staff commissioners that Gwinnett told commissioners that Gwinnett Cross gross tax digest has been growing. That means the property tax revenues could be about $18.4 million higher than anticipated when 2021 budget was approved in January without commissioners needed to raise the county government's general fund millage rate, which was set at about 6.95 mils in 2020. Keeping the same millage rate, we recalculated the tax revenues we expected to receive. Gwinnett Financial Services Director Buffy Alexulian said. So the new net digest estimate of $37 billion, the amount of property tax revenue we estimate we will receive this year for general fund goes up to 22. What is that? 22. What is that? 22 for over $22 million. Let me just say that, because that number, it looks like 2,000. It looks like $2,246.20. There's no comma there, so I'm not sure what they meant by that. But anyway, they're going to save some money, and that's a good thing. Anytime you can save $1 is a good day. It's a good day. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Just give it up. I'm not your girl, and I never will be. Don't call me up. Don't waste your time, 'cause I'll be your enemy. If you want love, look somewhere else. You'll find nothing. Just give it up. I'm not your girl, 'cause I only love me. Don't get me wrong. You and I could have fun together when I feel done with having fun on my own. It's better to care for yourself, not rely on somebody else. So don't get me wrong, I'm just finding a love. Just walk away, 'cause I got no intentions of hanging out with you tonight. Don't look my way. If you want a problem, I'll give you a problem, alright? If you want love, just give it up. You got the wrong girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl. This is my time. I'm feeling good, rule every party. See how I shine when I'm alone. Nothing can stop me. You should go out, meet someone else, someone who gets you. Don't stick around. I'm pretty wild, I don't do the naughty. Don't get me wrong. You and I could have fun together when I feel done with having fun on my own. It's better to care for yourself, not rely on somebody else. So don't get me wrong, I'm just finding a love. Just walk away, 'cause I got no intentions of hanging out with you tonight. Don't look my way. If you want a problem, I'll give you a problem, alright? If you want love, just give it up. You got the wrong girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. Hey, I care for myself. Ooh, don't rely on somebody else. Oh, so don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. I'm just fighting alone. Just walk away, 'cause I got no intentions of hanging out with you tonight. Don't look my way. If you want a problem, I'll give you a problem, alright? If you want love, just give it up. You got the wrong girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you a daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So, the pandemic hit a lot of businesses, and I think when you think about big, large businesses, you don't think for them to take a hit because they got reserves. But anyway, that's not necessarily the case, because the Mall of Georgia Crossing here in Buford has filed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy because they said, the pandemic hit us. So the Mall of Georgia Crossing is the home to 25 tenants, including Targets, Hobby Lobby, Staples, and Best Buy. The Chapter 11 bankruptcy would allow the mall to stay open and Washington Prime to remain in business while it restructures its debt. So it's going to get a chance to restructure, but you wouldn't think that a lot of times these big companies take a hit, but they do, because if nobody's patronizing the businesses, everybody's going to take a hit. So the COVID-19 pandemic has created significant challenges for many companies, including Washington Prime, who is the owner of the Mall Georgia Mall Crossing, making a Chapter 11 filing necessary to reduce the company's outstanding indebtedness. The company said in a statement released on Sunday. Even before the pandemic, malls were already struggling, according to Crossing court site restructure. And here's why I think malls were suffering. And you got to think about this. When malls came about, the downtown areas, the small downtown areas start to suffer. Main Street areas start to suffer because people didn't want to go downtown anymore. They want to go to the mall. Now they're kind of bringing it back with the mixed use developments, because now if you have stores if you walk down your stairs or come down your elevator and all the stores are right there, why would you go anywhere else? Like, it doesn't make sense. And Amazon is killing everybody. Like, I love Amazon and I try to patronize small businesses as much as possible, but it's just the convenience it's just the convenience of going to Amazon, and Amazon just has everything you need. I'm constantly, I think I'm on Amazon at least 5 times a week, at least. And stuff coming, I'm like, oh, did I order that? So I think that killed a lot of small businesses. And then when the mixed use development boom, because it's booming right now. Like, everywhere you look, there's a mixed use development. And even if they're building new houses somewhere very close by, there's a nice little strip mall, that they're making very easy for people to come out and congregate and shop and eat. It's kind of like play where you stay. And so I think that's another reason malls are taking a hit. So with online shopping at an all-time high, and forget about last year, 2020, I'm sure online shopping was off the chain, to the point where, you would go in there and buy your groceries, and then, like, people going on there and buying their groceries at Kroger's and just pulling up to the parking space and get out and get your food. Same thing with Walmart. So you got all of these this new technology changing the way we do things, and so malls are taking a hit. So I would have to sit back and think about how can malls bounce back. Like, if it wasn't for the anchor stores like Macy's, which they have online shopping, like Sears like I don't even know if Sears exists anymore. Like, I can't even tell you, because everywhere I've seen the Sears has been closed. JC Penney's and things like that. So you just got to figure out how to pivot. But that's why they have the money, they have the manpower. They have the ability to do something like a Chapter 11 so they can restructure. For small businesses, that may not be the case. So it's just when you get to see how other large companies are attacked the same way as small companies, it's kind of amazing. Like, wow, like, I didn't, I thought that you had all this money, you could do it, but they're businesses too, and they take a hit like everybody else. So they're going to file for a Chapter 7, so they'll have the opportunity to restructure, which is they're probably going to need. Speaking of new homes, this is what I'm talking about. So a developer plans to break ground in September on a 305 home development on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard in Sugar Hill. Now, Sugar Hill is very nice. And I kind of feel like, Sugar Hill is very nice. And I kind of feel like when they start getting all this traffic in Sugar Hill, they're not going to be happy either. But it's intended to offer more workforce housing and in one of the city's employment areas. So this 305 unit development, they're saying it's going to offer more workforce housing. So I guess people come there and work, they have somewhere to live. And I wonder how affordable it's going to be, because I've seen downtown Lawrenceville go from literally in a year from 200,000 up to 400,000, like literally in a year. The same houses that were 200,000 a year ago, 400,000 now. So it's going to be interesting to see, are these houses, even though they're in the workforce housing, to employ people in that area, what are the prices going to be? Because the prices right now in Gwinnett County are off the chain. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But anyway, city officials rezoned about 42.5 acres next to Creekside at Pinecrest subdivision on Monday evening. BBC Investment Group will construct 165 townhomes and 140 stacked flats or condos built on top of each other on the property. What's weird to me? Like, that's what you saw in Jersey. Like, in Jersey, New York, those are the kind of things you saw, like houses. What I haven't seen yet, and I'm expecting to see these, are 3-family houses, 2-family, 3-family houses. I grew up where I lived on the 3rd floor. My friends lived on the 2nd floor. My other friends lived on the 1st floor. Then it was like a townhouse, and on this side, my uncle lived on the 3rd floor. Friends lived on the 2nd floor. More friends on the 1st floor. So it was a 6-family house, right? And we were all stacked on top of each other. They call those condos. We call them apartments. I don't know. But anyway, no one spoke against the opposition for the plan during a public hearing. So Sugar Hill is about to get 305 new housing units in the town. So tentatively, they're going to range in the high 200s. I'm expecting that to jump. I'm already expecting that. The first home will be completed by spring of 2022, and they're going to be in the high 200s. So I'm expecting to see how that's going to jump. But if you want to If you want to see the full plan of what it looks like, you can go to ajc.com. You can check it out there. I feel like, some of them gonna be detached. So I guess it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool. Each townhome gonna have a 2-car garage with a driveway to accommodate more cars. At least 120 spaces of on-street parking will be built. The flats will have 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, while the townhouse will have 3 bedrooms. So, that's pretty cool. I can tell you this: the houses are off the chain. My brother was telling me. So my brother moved to Georgia in November. He hasn't been able to get a house yet, and that's because the housing market is crazy. He was on a plane last Friday. He called me. He texted me, said, "Hey, this house," and the house was gorgeous. This house just went on the market, right? It had just went on the market. I said, "You gonna put an offer in?" He said, "Yeah." He called his realtor to put an offer in, a blind offer. The realtor called him back, said, "Coach," because my brother's a coach. "Coach, this house already has 8 blind offers on it. 8 in a matter of an hour. It's ridiculous. I don't know." He's like, "What is going on?" I said, "I don't know. The only thing I could think of is that a lot of people got some PPP money because they had businesses and they were able to get like this lump sum of money, and they're dumping it right into real estate." That's the only thing I could think of, because it's like a bidding war frenzy here in Georgia for housing. I think that's around the globe. And it was crazy because people were saying, well, if nobody has money, how are they buying these houses? Because they have money. And I think they've gotten that money from PPP and they're dumping it into real estate, buying their dream home. Because this house was gorgeous, had a swimming pool. My brother has always wanted a pool, always since we were kids. That has been his dream, to have a house with a pool. So in Jersey, you rarely saw houses with in-ground pools. You always saw houses that had above-ground pool. He had an above-ground pool. Now he's trying to find a house with an in-ground pool. I can't swim, so that's never been my dream. Never learned how to swim. I don't mind getting in the pool, but it's never been my dream to have a pool. If I had a pool, it was because I wanted my daughter to have a pool. Now she's grown. She's probably going to have her own house with a pool. So he always wanted a pool, and every time he see these houses with these pools, and when he first started about coming down here, there's like, yeah, houses with pools, they don't sell. That's not the case right now. They are snapping them up with the fierceness. I'm talking about just ridiculous. And here's the thing. Check this out. The rise of home prices showed no signs of abating in early 21 across the country. This is going on across the country, according to the Patch. This is a story in the Patch. Prices increased 1.64% from February to March in Atlanta, Sandy Springs, Roswell, metropolitan statistics areas. According to the CoreLogic Case Shiller Index, one of the leading trackers of the housing market. Prices are up 11.4% from last year in March. 11.4%. Prices in the bottom third, less than 257,000 of Atlanta and Sandy Springs and Roswell metropolitan area market, often designated as starter homes, increased 17% over year to year. 17%. The top third of the market homes over $380,000 saw a 10% increase. This is what I'm saying. Like, it is crazy right now. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. The number of homes on the market right now is at a historic low, which has driven prices up because there are no homes for sale right now. It's crazy. And when they go on sale, they are snapping up. They say strong demand for housing among millennials with low interest rates have tightened the market still further. Lumber prices are higher than normal too, which has pushed the price of new construction up. That is nuts, y'all. It's crazy. I think it's going to burst, though. I hate to say it. I think it's like anything else. We have these big bursts. It's going to pop. It's going to burst, and it's going to be over. And for those who are waiting, if you just be patient, just wait it out. Just wait it out. Here's a save the date for you. So, the Green Golf Classic is going to be Monday, August the 16th, and this is hosted by, this is part of the Gwinnett Public Library Foundation. So if you want to take part in this, put this on your calendar. Save the date, August the 16th. 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Green Golf Classic is going to be at TPC Sugarloaf Country Club. It's going to be hosted by celebrity host Brian Finneran. And so put that date on your calendar. Put the date on your calendar. Save the date. August the 16th, 8:30 to 5, TPC Sugarloaf Country Club. And this is hosted by the Gwinnett Public Library Foundation. And celebrity host is going to be Brian Finneran. He retired. He's a retired Atlanta Falcons wide receiver, and he's the current host of the Front Row on 680 The Fan. All right, put that on your thing. I'm gonna go to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you my word of inspiration for the day before I close it out. Stay tuned.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return from my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. Wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So I've been you and you, but I'm so you and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different. Out the blue, somebody who was listening. Out of all the people to rewrite my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you. I didn't seem to notice that you protected for me. We were just friends, but we started building trust, and my fragile heart started to bend. Yeah, I should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice, but I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So then you and you, but so you and not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different. Out the blue, somebody who was listening. Out of all the people to rewrite my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you, you.
Welcome back. I woke up this morning with that song in my spirit, which was crazy. I was in the shower singing it, so I had to play it again. I played it yesterday, but I had to play it again today. Not that, when you listen to the radio, they don't play the same songs over and over. If you listen to one station, you're driving in your car, I guarantee you'll hear the same song over and over and over again, because it happens. So that song was in my head this morning. I'm like, I got to play my song. I love that song. It Had to Be You, by King Sis featuring Joby. All right, listen, I got to give you my word of inspiration before I go, so here it goes. If I wait for someone else to validate my existence, it will mean that I'm shortchanging myself. Let me say that one more time. If I wait for someone else to validate my existence, it will mean that I'm shortchanging myself. Zanelle Mahali said that, and she was right. Let me tell you something. You don't need to wait for anybody to validate you. You are who you are, and you're a valid being. You're enough. And that's hard, y'all. I know for some of us that's really hard, because I struggled with that for a long time, not even knowing that I wasn't enough. Waiting for someone to validate me, waiting for someone to partner with me, waiting for someone to help me. And I realized, listen, girl, you got everything you need within you. You don't need anybody to validate you. You don't need stuff to validate. Now, I've never been a stuff kind of person. Like, I've never been a stuff kind of person where I needed stuff to validate me, but I've always tried to partner with people and do things with people, because I felt like, well, if I work with this person, it'll validate me as an expert here, right? And that was like in my business career. But I've learned over the years that I don't need anybody to validate me. I know, and I'm not saying this braggadociously. I'm not saying to be arrogant or self-centered, but I'm a genius in my own space. And so I know that. And for some people, that's too much. Like, there was a saying the other day, you can't teach people where they're not at yet, and I realized for me, my validation was because sometimes I'm way up here above people's head, and not saying that in a bragging kind of way, but because I'm such the person I am, and I learn things really quickly, and I can share them really quickly. Not everybody's there. I have a client, and she said that to me. Like, I had like 3 membership sites. I have the Butterfly Squad. That's for entrepreneurs, just starting out. You want to build like legacy business. I have the Butterfly Squad. So I got all these cute names, right? So this is one of my geniuses. So I got the Butterfly Squad. If you want to know about that, it's the butterflysquad.biz. Is it .biz? I think it is. The butterflysquad.biz. And so on the Butterfly Squad, I have all these amazing things, right, that I'm offering. Like, hey, this is your opportunity. Because people say to me all the time, let me pick your brain. I hate when they say that, like, you can't pick my brain. And then I used to spend time letting people pick my brain for hours. Then I had to start charging for them to pick my brain, right? And now it's like, well, too many people say that. Well, how about join this membership where we can all get together and mastermind and pick each other's brain? And I call myself making a very irresistible offer. And I'm like, well, why aren't people biting? And she's like, oh, they're not there yet. Not even at the startup stages. Like, cause I say stuff like, we're going to hold you accountable to what you say you want to do, not to what we say you want to do. You say, I want to start a business, then this team is here to hold you accountable. It's like, well, they're not there yet. They're not even they're not there. And it was funny because she paid to be a member. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. And so when I looked at what I was offering, I was like, well, what the heck? It's too much. So sometimes, you want people to validate you, and you don't need people to validate you. You got to recognize your own genius. And accept that, what, this is who I am. I'm good enough. I don't need you to validate me. I don't need people to validate me anymore. Would I like to have great joint ventures where we can bounce things off of each other? Absolutely. Because that's fun for me. Like, that's my fun. Like, when I'm in a space where I can talk to people and bounce things up, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. But I don't need them to validate me. And there was a time when I felt like, this person had more credibility, I felt, than I do. So I need them to be a part of my circle. I need to be so they can validate me. And I'm not ashamed to say that, because that's a part of growing. That's a part of personal and self-development. You have to get to that point. There are people who do podcasts way better than me. They put way more effort into it. They may not love it as much as I do, but they got the cameras and the lighting and the team. I don't have all that. You get me, right? Here's the thing. I like being me. I like doing my podcast just like this. And every day I try to make it a little bit better, but not to validate me, for you guys, right? I want to bring you the content that's going to help you evolve. That's why I love this space. That's why I'm launching the Wise Woman Invest podcast. That's why I'm going to relaunch Talk Business with Audrey. That's why I have the Impact Marketing podcast, because I love this space, right? And I realized I don't need people to validate me. I just need to keep pushing along and doing the things that I love and doing what I'm doing. So listen, you don't need anybody to validate you. You're valid already. So all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 47 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you to life for that. Be sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett, and follow me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett. Also, be sure to go to the App Store. If you got an Android phone or Android phone or iPhone, there's an app for the Good Morning Gwinnett podcast there. I'm so excited to be launching Wise Women Invest. It's going to have everything Good Morning Gwinnett has. Like, it's going to have the Apple, the TV channels. It's going to have the apps. It's going to have everything that Good Morning Gwinnett has. And I'm so excited about that, because I feel like I'm in a space right now where I'm really going to grow this network. All of my podcasts, and it's just me. It's so crazy, because one of my, and I know I started to close, but I got to tell you this real quick. One of my goals in the beginning was to build a podcast network with other podcasters. And that's still part of the goal. But right now, it's just me running 4 podcasts, and I'm having a ball doing it. I really am. I really am having a good time. So I'm excited about just relaunching Talk Business with Audrey. I'm excited about launching Wise Women Invest, which actually launches tonight. I'm excited about that. I did the pages over. It looks amazing. Now I got to go and do the other pages over, because for me, this is a space that I love. This is a space that I don't mind getting into. And now it's a matter of me pushing Noise Media Network to the next level, and I'm gonna do that via podcasting. So anyway, thank you for listening. Follow all the podcasts. I'll be posting all of them somewhere. Be sure to stay safe out there. Listen, there's a variant over here. It's called Delta. Doesn't like us. It could harm you or your family. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying stay safe. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Listen. Be sure to hug your family, kiss your family, and stay safe. And I got a guest tomorrow, so tune in. Until next time, my people, you know what it is. Make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.